Hello there. This is an Aldi chisel. They look, anyone that's not familiar with them, they look like this. They have the little metal ferrules, and they're a decent chisel, but for cheap. But to me, they look horrible, and the finish on them is really uh, gloppy and it feels like garbage. So what I'm doing with mine is I saw this on Paul Seller's blog, so don't mistake me for saying that this is my idea, because it's not. And I know these won't be exactly like, and this is unfinished, I'll put a finish on it. These aren't exactly what Paul did, but they're really close. And he just basically took the chisel and reshaped it to a shape that he thought worked well in his hand, and I really like it as well. So that is what we're going to do. Now you'll have to excuse my bench. This is my indoor bench, and it is a catch-all for everything and its mother, from instrument building to things like saw and other types of tool repair. Let me see if I can get some more light down here. And what I'm going to do, and what I've done, this is the 1/4-inch chisel. What I have done, and you can see I've been using it, is I've taken this spoke shave, and I'm just I've got it just adjusted for a fairly heavy cut for a spoke shave. And spoke shave is a wonderful tool for doing something like this. But I'm just trying to shape the chisel handle so that it has a more natural shape to it. Beautiful. And what I'm doing, I don't know if I can pick this up on the camera or not, but there's a little divot right here, and it's where the ferrules or the hoops, hang on a minute, there's one on the floor. You see the little dimple there? Okay, that's so that the ferrules would not come off, because they're loose as all get out, and they're not really going to do anything for the tool. And to me, they're not functional at all, and there's no reason to have them on here. Now, the reason I'm doing this is a couple of reasons. The first reason, and the most important one, is that I want the tool to feel good in my hands. And the tool does not feel good in my hands the way that it is. So we're gonna fix that. But I don't care if those little divots that are in the wood stay in there or not. If they come out in sanding and smoothing out of this, that's fine. But I'm not gonna sweat them. I think I might have to remove an awful lot of wood in order to get them to do what I want them to, or in order to get them to go away. So that's not something that I'm going to worry about. But you see, the handle is already starting to take that shape, and I'm going to take a card scraper now and get the rest of this finished. Now I could have used this card scraper and scraped all the finish off to start with, but and this card scraper will also kind of smooth this out as well, where the spoke shape is in. But I mean, I could have done that. The thing of it is why? I was trimming that down with a spoke shave anyway, so why not just take care of it first? Why scrape it with a card scraper and then come back with a spoke shave? Yeah, my card scraper, this is the 4th chisel I've done. They come in sets of 4. There we go. Card scraper's not quite as sharp, but I've got a long edge here, so I can find the area that I've not been working as much. It's still got the edge I need. Beautiful. And I don't have a fine edge on it anyway. I don't use a card scraper for finish work. For a nice pristine finish, I usually just use a file and turn that burr. But you see that I'm just, this card scraper is not just for scraping that finish off, but it is smoothing out. All the rough areas that the spoke shave left. But you see, it's beginning to look the last step before sanding. If I can get it in here. Just take a file. What I'm doing is simply taking this file and shaping, excuse me, shaping that. Then I'll come along. There's another facet. It leaves a facet here, and I'm just going to come along. If I can get the tool to stop moving in the vise. And just very gently, softly round off all those facets the best way that I can. Kind of like that. And then I'll come along here. Take this card scraper. I don't know if you can see or not, but what I'm doing is right here along the edge where this ferrule is. I really don't want to scratch that up sanding it too much. I'll wrap this in tape when I go to finish sand, but I just want to take the card scraper and pull the finish away from the very edge of that ferrule. So that I can sand that wood smooth, and I'm not got to spend a lot of time with sandpaper trying to get that finish off of there and possibly scratch up my ferrule. This way, this tool is sharp, 6,000 grit sharp. So be perfectly careful to keep your face and body and stuff away from that chisel. Matter of fact, if you really wanted to, if you wanted to be really safe, you could put a chisel guard on it, or you could wrap it in masking tape or something like that. I should have done this before I sharpened these chisels, but I didn't make the decision until after. So, and then what I'll do is put it in the vise, and I'll take some 60 grit first and really work on that because I want to, the 60 grit will take even more off. It'll smooth out the file marks a bit, but it'll take even more of that corner off and round that even more to a nice little transition, which is what I'm looking for. Like that. Takes a 120. And what I want to do, I want to take this 120 and sort of wrap it around this chisel. And final sanding will be with the grain, but this will round things, smooth the contours. Get that flat. Which I would quite like. I guess the purpose is more to register the tool. I've heard people say that it keeps the tool from rolling around on the bench. I've not had that experience. These chisels roll. On the bench just as much as any other tool I've tried, or any other chisel I own. So take that for what it's worth. But I'm smoothing the lines of those flat lands so they're not as obvious. Just because that's what I want. You do what you want with yours if you decide to do something like this. This is really simple, and I think just from holding the others in my hand, that it makes a difference in the way the chisel feels and the kind of work that I'm going to be able to do with it. It'll be more comfortable in my hand. That is the goal. And to be quite honest, you don't need a card scraper. You can sand this finish off just fine. It's not very thick. Alright. Hopefully I didn't damage my edge. Not that I can see. But you see how easy that was. And I think it'll be a much nicer tool